Hello there, and welcome to Lost in Literature. Today I'm planning to do a poem called She Walks in Beauty by George Gordon Byron, Lord Byron, as he's commonly known. He looks at beauty in a very interesting manner in this poem. As you know, people have different ways of looking at beauty. From country to country, the concept, of beauty varies, and also down the ages. So let's see how Lord Byron looked at it. Let me start reading. Stanza 1. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and arise, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. If you notice, Byron's concept of beauty is not a static one. He says that she walks in beauty. There is, a sense of movement connected with beauty. It's not a passive one, but rather active. And he has used a kinetic verb. She walks in beauty, and then he gives you a simile like the night. So he compares her beauty to the night. And what kind of night? A very pleasant, cloudless night without any disturbance in the atmosphere, without any thunder or lightning or summer rain or whatever. It is absolutely pleasant, a calm night full of stars twinkling softly, and that is what her beauty seems like to him. And everything, according to him, that is best, that is the ultimate, the best combination of darkness and light seems to make her, her features, her expression, everything on her face come alive. Right? So it's not a kind of static beauty that he's talking about. And there is this perfect balance of light and dark. And that somehow suffuses her face with just the right amount of glow on that particular night. And thus her appearance seems to be mellowed, softened by that tender light, that delicate light of the night, which heaven, the divine powers, do not offer to a bright, gaudy, garish day. And that is what looks lovely about this person who is associated with the night. She's not in the glare of the day, and there is something very soft, subtle, and pleasing about her beauty. In fact, though she is a woman of flesh and blood, walking on terra firma, so to speak, there is still a kind of ethereal quality about her. She belongs to the she belongs more to the night sky, the air, and that kind of a soft, pleasant atmosphere. That's the kind of alignment that Byron has kind of created here. And why has he done that? Let's go on to the next stanza. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And now he gives us an idea of what makes this person beautiful. One, she is walking in an aura of beauty. So he has kind of created a living portrait of her, just like an artist does, except that she's moving. And he talks about the blend of light and dark like artists do. It's a very important aspect of any painting, the play of lights. And according to Byron, it is a perfect blend. Had the color been more, or if the light had been less, it would have half damaged the perfect loveliness of this woman. And also the nameless, that is this indefinable grace, her elegance, the smoothness of her movement, her elegance. It's all so subtle, so unobtrusive that one can't help noticing. She blends so much with the atmosphere. And not only that, this kind of lighting shows her hair as black as a raven's. Raven indicates color as well as a bird. Raven is like a crow. But here we are told that there is grace in every movement of hers. The way her hair blows in the night against the night sky, or the way the light brings out the glow in her face so softly. And you can see literally that this woman is in accord with nature. There is an inner and outer beauty expressed in her. Why? Because her thoughts that flit across her mindscape are sweet, pleasant, and really pure. And these thoughts that arises in her mind shows up her appearance as really sublime and altogether lovely. So here Byron has connected her physical appearance to something insubstantial like her spirit, the goodness in her heart. And that's what makes her exceptionally lovely. She is well above the ordinary person who may probably concentrate only on physical loveliness. Beauty is also the goodness of nature. And he has carried over the imagery of the night from the first stanza to the second stanza by talking about her black hair and also the glow in her face, the sparkle, the sparkle in her eyes. It's altogether lovely. And let's move on now to the third stanza. And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. Again, in this stanza, he's taking up her features individually. What really contributes to her looks? It's not just the physical aspect of her cheek or her forehead, her brow. It is the softness, the calmness expressed there that is eloquent. Her features are expressive of her spirit, her quiet thoughts, her accord, her connectivity with people around her in a good manner. She's a very affable person. You can see that because she smiles. There is the softness of the smiles that win over people. And also the tints, the colors that glow in her, particularly her eyes. And all these express to us the quality of the days that she spends doing good for people around her, having calm thoughts, being in accord with nature. Hers is a mind totally at peace with all below. Now he has really raised her to the level of the skies, the heavens. She is such a combination of the mind, the spirit, and loveliness of her appearance. So beauty cannot be bereft of good qualities. And he talks about the rest of the people as below her because we cannot compare with her in terms of goodness. A very, very pure, innocent, virtuous woman, untainted by the people around her. She is filled with kind thoughts, and that kindliness reflects on her face. And therefore, Lord Byron has elevated her altogether to another level. I think this poem is absolutely beautiful, and this is the kind of beauty that we should go for. It's not looking into the mirror and pampering and preening ourselves, but rather looking into our soul and aligning it with good thoughts, calmness of spirit, and spreading our gentle light in the world. Thank you so much. And if you liked it, do hit the like. And I could honestly do with your subscription. Thanks so much. Till we meet again.